Once upon a time, nestled in the highest, most jagged peaks of the Crimson Mountains, lived a young dragon named Ignis. Now, Ignis wasn't like the other dragons. While they spent their days hoarding gold, roaring at night, and practicing their fire breathing, Ignis was a dreamer. He would lie on his back, watching the clouds drift across the vast blue canvas above, and wonder, is this all there is? The elder dragons would often scold him. Ignis roared the great patriarch Viserys. A dragon's purpose is written in fire and stone. We are guardians of the mountain, masters of this sky. There is nothing else. But Ignis felt a pull, a whisper on the wind that spoke of other skies, other worlds beyond their familiar territory. He saw migrating birds disappear over the horizon and yearned to know where they went. One crisp morning, Ignis decided he couldn't just wonder anymore. He had to know. With a determined flick of his tail, he launched himself into the air, flying not towards the usual hunting grounds, but away from them, towards the endless expanse of blue the elders forbade. He flew for days, his wings growing weary. The landscape below changed from familiar, sharp peaks to rolling green hills, then to vast, shimmering plains he'd only ever imagined. He encountered creatures he'd never seen before. He saw graceful giraffes nibbling on tall trees and massive elephants bathing in wide, muddy rivers. They weren't scared of him. They were just living. They had their own skies, their own worlds. He learned that roaring wasn't the only way to communicate. A gentle nod, a curious tilt of the head, these were languages too. His greatest discovery, however, came when he flew over a vast, sparkling ocean. It was a second sky, a mirror of the one above, teeming with life of its own. He saw colossal whales breaching the surface, their songs echoing through the water, and playful dolphins leaping in synchronized arcs. This was a world completely alien to his mountain home, yet just as vibrant and real. One evening, while resting on a sandy beach, watching 1,000 stars light up a sky unpolluted by mountain smoke, Ignis met an old sea turtle. "You look far from home, little one," the turtle said, her voice as calm as the lapping waves. Ignis told her his story of the Crimson Mountains, the rigid traditions, and his insatiable curiosity. The turtle listened patiently. "The world is a very large book," she finally said. "It's a shame to only ever read one page. No matter how beautiful that page may be." Her words resonated deep within Ignis. He wasn't betraying his home, he was adding to its story. He was discovering that the world was bigger and more wonderfully complex than any single dragon could ever guard. With a heart full of new stories and a mind expanded by new horizons, Ignis flew back home. He was no longer just Ignis the dreamer, he was Ignis the explorer. When he returned, he didn't challenge the elders with anger, but shared his discoveries with wonder. He described the colors of the coral reefs, the songs of the whales, and the gentle wisdom of the sea turtle. Slowly, very slowly, the other dragons started to listen. The younger ones especially looked at the sky not as a boundary, but as a gateway. Ignis had not just discovered a new sky for himself, he had opened up a universe of possibilities for all of dragonkind. He taught them that true strength wasn't just in the fire you breathe, but in the courage to seek the unknown and the wisdom to embrace the beautiful diversity of the world. And from that day on, the sky above the Crimson Mountains seemed just a little bit bigger for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this story. If you enjoyed Ignis's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tales that spark the imagination. See you next time.